it's me, Lena, and the video I'm doing today is what's in my Z palette. And I'm sure you're thinking, where did you get enough eyeshadows to put a Z palette into? I didn't even realize you bought one. Well, I did buy a real Z palette with the magnets and everything, and remember how I said that even if I found some of my makeup palettes in my fire-ravaged house, I probably wouldn't use them because I don't think they would be able to be sanitized? Well, my dumbass husband went into the fire-ravaged house and picked out some of my palettes that hadn't been burned up. So I had to at least try to do something with them because he basically risked his safety to go into that stupid house and see what of my stuff that he could salvage, and then told me later that he did it when he gave me the stuff. So after I hit him, I didn't actually hit him. I did get on to him for doing it though, because he could have fallen through the floor, and he is a 350-pound, 6'5" monster of a man. So I have no idea how we would have gotten him out if he did fall through the floor. But I was able to salvage at least 3 of them. So I'm going to show you what they are, and I'm going to tell you how I sanitized them, because I didn't just, well, it was a process. Anyways, let's see what I have. First off is kind of a mini review of the Z palettes. I don't like the magnets. I really don't. The stuff comes off of them really easy. I'm probably going to have to go back in and glue everything to the magnets, which they're supposed to be sticky on one side. I shouldn't have to do that. Whatever. Anyways, this is my original Naked palette up here. This is my original Urban Decay Ammo palette, not the redone one that they came out with recently. And this is the Urban Decay Deluxe Shadow Box. Now, I will admit, there was nothing I could really do about the smell, but it doesn't bug me once I'm actually around it. It still smells a little smoky. I have used these though, and none of them have done anything to me. So I'm assuming that since I used them and I didn't get like an eye infection from soot, that they are okay to use. But what I did was I took them all out of their palettes because the palettes were damaged, but they weren't in a big plasticky pile of goo. But actually, especially on these two, the plastic from the top of the palette had actually sealed them in, so that they weren't damaged at all. The Naked palette, however, had a little bit of soot on top of all of them. So what I did with all of them though, not just the Naked palette, I scraped off the top layer of eyeshadow, and then I sanitized the crap out of it with rubbing alcohol. And I think they look alright, and they haven't like changed textures or anything because I did spray them with alcohol, which gets them wet, obviously. The middle of the Naked palette kind of got the worst brunt of damage. This one looks a little funky. I wish I could remember which one that is. I think that's Dark Horse. Oh, they're in order, I believe. So if you know the names of the ones in order, then you could guess. Dark Horse, and I believe this is Half Baked. Like I said, no wait, that's Half Baked. That's Half Baked, so I'm not sure what that one is. These two especially got the brunt of the damage, and they look a little funky, I admit. But they apply fine, and they don't do anything bad to my eyes or anything like that. And I have very sensitive eyes, and I wear contacts, so if they're going to mess with somebody's eyes, they're going to mess with mine. I certainly don't advise anybody to do what I did, but like I said, since my husband went into the damaged house, because we are about to bulldoze it at the end of the month so that we can get started on selling the land, because that's what we're doing. Instead of rebuilding, we're just buying a new house and selling the land and being done with it. He wanted to go in there and see if there was anything worth getting out, because he went and got my jewelry box too, which I was actually wanting, and I was hoping that we could send a team in there to get anything salvageable, but no team will go into that house. So of course my husband went in instead. But because he did, sorry, my 20% left battery flash came up. But like I said, because he did, I decided that I had to at least try and save these, and it's actually worked. So, like I said, I don't advise anybody else to do this, but this is what I did. Anyways, that is it for tonight, and I will see you later. Bye, YouTube.